Hello everyone, my name is Valdet Jakubovic and this is Accordion Repair Shop San Jose, and obviously we're located in San Jose in California, and we're repairing accordion for many famous people around the world, including the United States, and we're doing for all major accordion clubs, all repairing like Sacramento clubs and the San Francisco club and so on. So, but the problem with got today is and what we're going to talk about is the slider and the accordion. So I fixed this slider already, so it's they're going very smoothly and it's very nice. So I got the slider, which one I keep here to show you, which one is stuck, and you can hear that. So what this slider does actually, and what problem that caused, it's your switches. You come in so often and the same my switches doesn't work. Your switches, it's last things that you can look in this case. Your switches has to be smoothly and more smoothly. I repaired this already, you know, and this switches is going as you see it's with no any problem. It's going very smooth. It was damaged here because of that slider actually. So that's what I did. I cleaned it up. Then I'm going to show you today how you can clean actually slider and make it go smooth. So I got help from my student Josh. He's not my school student because I'm school teacher beside this what I'm doing, but he's a very young engineer, very nice person who probably going to take over my business when I got retired. So I'm going to put this accordion on the side, then I can start to preparation. I'm going to show you what you need to get actually to get that slider go smoothly. So first things what you have to do is the simple cheap things. That the sponge, well, that's unusual things what nobody use actually for repairing accordion. It's that stone, you know. So you have to get that stone to repair, and you have to get a few clips. You can find them in Home Depot or any kind of the store who supply that kind of doesn't matter the shape. You can use this one or any kind of one. So then finally I got something from the Home Depot and everybody can recognize. It's very cheap items. This one is dirty already used, but I'm going to use kind of like new for this presentation. Then you're going to ask me, okay, so what are you going to do with this? So you can see it. So what we need to do is take the slider, which one make the problem and make the old noise. They can be destroyed even if you don't do the carefully. And you can hear that. How the clicking. So when the switch try to pull this, actually they get the problem, they stuck, then they bend all the switches inside and they cause another problem. So I'm gonna start with one. I'm gonna show you how to approach this. Since I need a little bit more space, I'm gonna just move that one too, and I'm gonna put somewhere else. I got a lot of accordion around me here, and this is not actually place when I repair accordion. This when I check accordion and make you know, the customers answer on any kind of a question that possibly got it. So that's but and a little repair. So I'm gonna move this slider very carefully. I usually do on the right here on the table. Then I'm gonna use these two wood things from the Home Depot, and you can use any kind of but has to be the kind of the smooth and nice. So then if you like to just go on the other side, then maybe they're gonna be a little bit better vision. So what I do, I put that wood first one. I have to get my glasses and so. Then I carefully put this. You can see this all residue from the slider, you know, which one caused the damage. You can see here, even this everything has to go actually, so it cannot stay right there. So then I use this slider and put just by hole. So you can see the hole. Then I put it down. Then again I put another one. You don't need to think how you're gonna put. You just put on the end of this of the wood, right? Kind of press it a little bit, and put the clip on the middle. So what you have to get this the slider to be visible, because you're gonna send it a little bit here. So I have to get a little bit more space. Then I'm gonna do again a little bit. Just make sure that it's equal, kind of like that. Okay, so then I gently put the wood back. Then I got a little bit of this metal here. So then I put one clip here. I can put another clip here. Then I go put another clip here. So then it's the kind of the stable. What I'm going to use is the stone. Many people are surprised that I'm using the stone on that, and well, I don't use something else. But the stone working very well, and it's very useful. Then yeah. So that's. Meantime, I'm gonna grab the trash can, Josh. Just record this. Then I'm gonna grab the kind of a trash can here, because I'm gonna need it a lot. So what I do next step is this. See, I make sure that it's not bent here. Then I do this. I do the rough side.
Turn it a little bit.
Like that?
Like this.
Okay, yeah, okay. So then I'm gonna start to do this. Okay, metal doesn't go nowhere. So then after that, I do this side, just few times like that. Right? Then I turn hold the things on the other side and do this.
So we do it in the top first and then on.
That's correct. We do both sides. So now you have to get kind of the pressure on it. You can see that some is left, but you're gonna see more of that. So now, when I do this side, I'm gonna just take this out, put the back. So what I'm doing, I'm turning this this way. The same position. Then I'm gonna put the same.
And then you can see the holes from the top.
Okay, sure. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's you're doing the things.
Okay.
Then you put the wood again. You move the wood. You clip it. I'm sorry. You clip it. Then you still got the space left. It doesn't need the precise, but it cannot be too much because we're gonna bend it, the things, you know. So that's
Okay.
so that's then you put the clip. You can put as much clip as you want it. If you want to put another clip.
So does this always have to be a wood ruler or?
I use wood. It's easy and it's cheap. It's easy
Okay.
to manipulate. So and
Okay.
you can see here. You can see here. I don't know. Can you see aluminum here already? But see these things.
So this is the one that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what it is. But we're gonna do more. So then we're doing the same things with the other side.
And we do it on the top.
Yeah, and we make sure that no gap. You see, here is the gap already. You can see the gap here. So we try to stay away from this gap. So using the slide,
Which gap are we trying to?
it's right here. You know, so we try to get to the straight. You know, sometimes this gap it's created because pulling, moving.
Like the
So
pin we see here.
yeah.
Like this one.
So that's we try to make the straight, right?
Yeah.
So then again this way. Then I turn around. I do this way. Few times. And that's it. Well, this is just the beginning of something that we're going to do. Now they're going to be the rough. You see, on the wood already you got aluminum here. You can I don't know. Can you see it actually? But yeah, a little bit left and right. But now you're gonna see a lot. So what I'm going to do, I put the slider. Either way, it doesn't matter way. I can choose this way. then I do the rough. You cannot do rough because you don't have experience to do it, and I have no time. You know, I always do. You see that? You can see it right now. So I use this and I do this. For doing this, you have to get a lot of experience, guys. You don't even try to. You're using one movement one way. As you see already here, the residue of the I don't know. Do you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
So this is what aluminium. You see that here, aluminium, which one was bent left and right over the year. You know, the changing the structure, obviously. So that's then we do this.
So what does that aluminum residue already actually
Well, the thing is because the wood changing form.
Yeah.
So wood by himself start to drying and start to bending aluminium. You know, so when they start to bending aluminium, you cannot do nothing about actually wood inside. You cannot do nothing, but you can do about aluminium actually. So you form aluminium to be the slide. Generally speaking, nothing wrong with aluminium, the slider. It's wrong with the wood, but wood start to be dry, start to be the tie, and start to change the.
So we're making all of that a little bit
To be
thinner.
made to fit inside on the gut slope.
Okay.
So now I'm doing this. I know how much. You don't know how much because probably they're going to be your first time. And what you're doing just one direction. This is direction what you're doing. If you start to do like I do, you see already it's so very easy, you know. So you see already if you start to do like I do, you're gonna destroy it. When you bend this, that's big problem. So anyway, so I'm gonna do very quick here, then you can see it.
Okay.
But this is required experience, guys. You cannot do it, and please don't do it. It's already see it. Then you turn on the other side and do this same things by kind of a detail here. I'm gonna hold here, right? So you can see already where is the bend actually. I don't know, and you can see already a lot.
Which bend are you?
It's you see here that part here. Let me use the to point something. You see this? This is aluminium stayed kind of untouched, and this is already scratched.
Okay.
You see that this is what we take it. So now I kind of like to use a little bit trash can and do this. Then I turn the slider. So they put tool bags. So then I do the same things, guys. Like I said, don't do like I do. You do this way. Everything what you do, you're doing in one way.
Okay.
Well, after I finish it, the judge going to do it, you know. So kind of so this is what you're doing. And make sure if you're doing, you have to do the straight. You have to grab this, and it has to be the straight, right? It cannot be like that or like that, you know. So you're doing the straight, and just do forward. Then turn all the things around. And do the same thing. Okay, so now we're doing instead of trash can, I'm gonna do it here. So now we use the smooth side. This is a little bit the smooth side, then we're gonna do smooth side.
So how do I know which one is the smooth side? And rough
You
side?
can
I
touch
feel
it. Yeah, you can
Okay.
feel it. Yeah. So it's yeah. So it's used a little bit smoother, but we have to use still the sandpaper. So it's when I switch it. Okay, that's it. Now we have to use the one of the towels. I'm gonna use I use kerosene. It's not a drink from my country, they call Slivovic, but I'm gonna use the kerosene. Kerosene is inside actually. So it's when I'm gonna use kerosene, you can use alcohol. Don't use the oil.
Can use alcohol?
You can, yeah, you're good to use alcohol, but don't use oil on this one. You see how I'm putting the straight and clean it up. See that? So then do again my Slivovic, and that's Plum liquor actually. It's made from my country. It's 10 years old country when I coming from. And it's, well, you take Josh's picture, it's expensive. it's over 40 bucks. Okay, so now I kind of like to turn this around, you know, so because this already is so dirty, right? So then I put I put the slider here. Then I use one of these things, the sponge, right? So then,
Let me see.
yeah, sure.
Okay, sanding sponge.
Yeah, sanding sponge. So that's I use that. Then I use the rough side first. So well, when you use the rough side, now you don't put too much pressure like you put on with the stone. You have to do a little bit gently, and you're doing I do the quick, but you're still doing one way, only one way, because you're gonna bend it for sure. You see this? So that's just few time I did this already. So then I do the quick for purpose of the recording, right? But you don't.
Yeah.
Then I switch again. Then I use the smooth. So you see that already. So how much they take aluminum. So I use this. You see these very useful tools actually. So that's cheap. So it's few bucks, but it's working very well because make kind of the separation of your table. Then I use the smooth one. Then I turn it around. Then take the dust away. So a little bit more maybe. So then I kind of flip it. So then I use the rough one.
So you don't have to wear gloves when you do
You
this.
do. So the thing is, but I intentionally don't put, you see my hand, I intentionally, because your gloves, when you put the gloves, you don't have the feeling for the moment. I always put the gloves because I do this for many years. So, but you for first time, don't put gloves, then I don't put intentionally gloves. So that's right. So then you see these things already here. So then you turn it. Then should be fine. I use a little bit more than maybe the sandpaper, which one is a little bit fine grits. I put on the sponge. Then I do again. Try to do one way, guys. Now this finally, see this has to go one way, guys. Always.
Okay.
Don't explode because you're gonna start to bending left and right, left and right. Then I turn a little bit around. Then I'm gonna maybe a little bit do this. Then put it back and turn it, flip it. Now we're doing one way, guys. Okay, so now what I do, you see all these things here? Don't you see it? So this is all the things coming from that I use my kerosene. I can first try to kind of a little bit brush away all this dust if I put, you know what I mean, before I put in kerosene. Then I'm going to use my Slivovic and put one side. Then I'm gonna do the other side too as well. So maybe it's not, but they're gonna kind of
Not enough.
yeah. So then I gotta clean it up this gently, right? Make sure you don't have anything left on it, any dust or so on. Then
And the kerosene will easily dry off, right?
easy dry off. So you're looking for the alcohol or kerosene, you know. So it's I see many people that put kind of oil or something like that. You don't do. Well, if you want to use something instead of the oil, it's graphite what you're using, you know. So see graphite, but not that big one. So let's use the graphite if you want to make more smooth. So that's never use oil on the base machine. Yeah, any graphite. On a base machine, never use the oil. I see many people use the oil on the to do the bass machine, which one is terrible decision to make. No experience, no former the school of repairing, or so it's not serious. Okay, so this is kind of the you can see what is left and right. So then we're gonna try to put things back to see how is it. So now we can do very smoothly, or we don't even need to. We can do a little bit more, but this is now so what you can do without a lot of problem, right? So
you don't hear those clicking noises?
No, but you have to do a little bit more. So you have to be careful as well. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to lose too much. But this is acceptable even. So you see if I just do this, it's acceptable. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep even like that. I'm gonna do a little bit more. But you see how I'm moving now? I don't need to use two hands or something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna do just a little bit more. But this is the way how we doing the slider.
So how do we even like identify this problem? Like
Well, your
register
switches.
are gonna
When you
be-
start to pressing the switches,
Yeah.
your switches, it's I fixed that already. Your switches is the stock, and you got there is switches is not created to be kind of at the heart. Switches has to go this, right?
Okay.
So
So it's gonna be harder.
Yeah, if it's not that means something is wrong. First things in all the accordion, like this go in 1938. So it's
Okay.
and it's made in San Francisco. You look in immediately in the sliders, immediately. It's in new generation of accordion. It's a little bit different how the sliders works, but in this generation, its sliders work like that, and immediately you have to open accordion and look. You have to make sure that all this sliders is free, and I see that I free them already, clean it up, and has to be the smooth moving the sliders. And this is
So
main.
are these sliders always on the side?
That's sometimes you got master, sometimes you got on the chain. Right?
Okay.
So, but generally speaking, in accordion from this generation, it's on the side.
Okay.
So, and make sure that you don't force any of your switches. Your switches has to work like that. That's it. Okay. I hope this video going to be beneficial for you guys. If you got any question, you're very welcome to call, and I'm gonna be more of the happy to give you the answer. And also my student and the friend, the accordion player Josh, you can find him on the YouTube somewhere. I don't know where. So I don't even check it out because I got so many the players. So. But he's pretty good, and he can be able to help you with any question, and you can search him on the YouTube somewhere. You can ask him too as well, because he's my accordion student too as well. Thank you so much, and good luck.